Alright, let's dive into this because it's a move that's got the baseball world talking. The Mariners just released Mitch Garver and Rob Refsnyder. Now, on the surface, it might seem like just another roster shuffle, but personally, I think this is a fascinating decision that speaks volumes about where the Mariners are as a team right now. Let's break it down. First off, Mitch Garver. The guy's 35, and let's be honest, his defensive skills behind the plate aren't exactly his strong suit. He's always been more of a bat-first catcher, but this season? Oof. A .175 batting average with a strikeout rate over 30%? That's not cutting it. What makes this really interesting is that Garver has shown flashes of brilliance in the past, but the last few years have been a rough ride. In my opinion, this move isn't just about his current performance, it's about the Mariners acknowledging that they need a more reliable backup for Cal Raleigh. Enter Jhonny Pereda. Now, Pereda isn't a household name, but his minor league numbers this year are impressive, a .319 average in AAA. That's nothing to sneeze at. What many people don't realize is that Pereda's walk and strikeout rates are actually really solid, which suggests he might have more staying power than we think. If you take a step back and think about it, this could be a low-risk, high-reward move for Seattle. Now, let's talk about Rob Refsnyder. The Mariners signed him to be a platoon bat against lefties, and on paper, it made sense. The guy has a career .265 average against left-handed pitching, and last year with the Red Sox, he was crushing it. But this season, he's hitting .140. Yikes. A detail I find fascinating is that his BOBIP is abysmally low at .158, which suggests some bad luck, but his walk rate has plummeted, and his strikeouts are up. From my perspective, this isn't just bad luck, it's a player who hasn't adjusted to the league's adjustments on him. The Mariners replacing him with Taylor Ward feels like a no-brainer. Ward is an everyday bat, and in a lineup as lefty-heavy as Seattle's, that's a much smarter move than relying on a struggling platoon specialist. What this really suggests is that the Mariners are prioritizing immediate impact over potential bounce-backs. Both Garver and Refsnyder were off-season signings that just didn't pan out, and the team isn't willing to wait around. This raises a deeper question: how much patience should a team have with veteran players who aren't delivering? In the Mariners' case, it seems like they've reached their limit. And honestly, I can't blame them. With the trade deadline passed, releasing these guys was their best option. Sure, they're still on the hook for their salaries, but at least they're freeing up roster spots for players who might actually contribute. One thing that immediately stands out is the financial aspect. Garver's making $2.25 million, and Refsnyder's at $6.25 million. That's not pocket change, but here's the kicker: if another team signs them, the Mariners only have to pay the difference between their salaries and the league minimum. It's a smart way to minimize losses, even if it doesn't completely erase the financial hit. What this really highlights is how much risk teams take when signing older players to short-term deals. Sometimes it works out, but when it doesn't, you're left with tough decisions like this. So, where does this leave the Mariners? Personally, I think this is a team that's still figuring out its identity. They've got a mix of young talent and veteran presence, but moves like this show they're not afraid to cut ties when things aren't working. As for Garver and Refsnyder, they'll likely find new homes, but it's a reminder that in baseball, performance is everything. No matter how good your track record, if you're not producing, your time is limited. And that's the harsh reality of the game. What do you guys think? Is this the right move for the Mariners, or should they have given Garver and Refsnyder more time? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more analysis. Until next time, keep thinking critically about the game we all love.